Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm half illuminated, half in the dark. So goes life. It always seems like right as everything's about to go the direction I would like it to go, I have the ability just to make a mess of things. I love that about myself. Super inspiring for me some days. So, you know, it's funny, like that last live video, man, I was on fire, I was hot, I had it, I could see it, and the next day it was gone. The next day was just a disaster, that being yesterday, and today was just residual. Deciding you got to do the work to put it all back together type of deal. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know if you do yet, because I don't know what I mean. So, you know, it's tough, right? I was talking about how the real battle is sitting at home with your family and trying to keep it running smoothly, dude. And yet, dude, it's not that easy. That's why the system can just go dump a little bit of like toxic energy in on your family, dude, and just it nukes out. I mean, we're all pretty aware people up on our team, and like it can still get all like lame. Super lame. I'm looking old today, dude. I'm feeling old today. I need to go ride my skateboard. I didn't ride my skateboard today. Tough couple days, man. You know, it's that gnarly thing, man. Being a stepfather is no walk in the park, man. It's more like a walk in a minefield. It is a walk in a minefield. And you know, it's a trippy dynamic because no matter how you navigate the minefield, like, I'm not the dad, so like I always will lose, even if I'm the one stepping on the mine. It's just a weird dynamic, and I understand it if I walk a mile in the other parent's shoes, right? Like, I get it. I get why, like, I'm fully responsible for the landmine I step on. But dude, it doesn't make it any easier. And you know, like, I'm not a child psychologist. Like, I don't. Oh, you know, I get this talk about like you're almost 49. You should know better, dude. I'm just a Barney at any age. I don't know anything. I don't know how to navigate a 13-year-old's minefield. So, you know how I navigated a minefield laid down by a 13-year-old? I took out a thermonuclear device and I just detonated it on the world. Good, how are you doing? And dude, that never ends well, because ultimately I'm fully responsible for that. You know, again, and as I got to look at it, right, the outside world's a manifestation of my inner self, right? So I can't ever hold anybody else responsible, even though they may have seeded the environment with landmines. Ultimately, it's my minefield, right? I can't, and that's the bitter pill to swallow, man. That is the giant horse-sized pill that gets stuck in my throat, dude. It's like, even though I didn't start it, it takes two to tango, man. And And a nuclear bomb doesn't make a landmine correct or incorrect. I don't even know, man. I'm still a little spun out about it, so maybe my metaphor isn't working right. But yeah, dude, like, got a kick in the pants. And it's always when like things are about to like turn the corner, I got to take a step backwards. You got to take an ass beating. Like it can never see. Now I'm not a victim. I was about to go down the victim route. No, you know what is? One of my character defects is self-sabotage, and I have the ability to totally blow it on my own. It's nobody else's fault. I should fully. I can always trace these things back. You know what the mistake was? You know what my giant mistake was yesterday? I didn't pause when agitated. Pause when agitated. See, that's the trouble with the dynamic. See, there's only one human being who's got my number, and it's not my wife. Dude, that's the thing. It's my stepdaughter, dude. She has got my number. Oh my God, dude. And it makes me so mad when she pulls out my number, dude. And so I try not to, dude. But she knows once she pulls that thread, dude, the sweater's gonna unravel, dude. It's this interesting dynamic. It's laying out the minefield. You're gonna step on the minefield, and I'm gonna ultimately get away with this all because you're gonna nuke the minefield. She knows me better than I know myself. And I can't give her that much credit. I think it's just intuition. So I was trying to explain it to somebody the other day is my stepdaughter is my alcoholism without a solution. And what does that mean is like, we're the same. Like, dude, when she goes off about something like in the negative, it's me. And I react. And because like she's got my number, like, and that's why, like, all right, and so that's why, like, we're like had made this crazy contract on the plains of heaven to fulfill this game we're playing, dude, down here, to make each other spiritually stronger. And it's like me and my wife are on a whole different level, me and Al on a whole different level, but the only one who actually can really take me to school is my stepdaughter, dude. It's so messed up, dude, and that, like, it gets me so, like, cause I don't want to accept it sometimes, right? And acceptance is the answer to all my problems, dude. I don't want to accept that, like, that's what's going on, dude. And so, like, it's so weird, man. It is this trippy dynamic. It's not because, like, I don't love her or anything like that. It's just that this little girl has my number and is so similar to me on a trippy level that it blows my mind, dude. And dude, I almost made it out of the house yesterday, dude. I was literally like 2 steps away, and I was like, hey, you didn't do what your mom asked you to do right. You need to do it over again. Mistake. I should have just kept moving. And yet that's not is my role to pretend it. I see it's so gnarly, but ultimately I know the minute I engage. See, I didn't do what I should have did. Pause when agitated. But even before that, I should have gotten with God and said, and had God go in and have the conversation with her before I did. See, that's where I make the mistake. I forget to bring in God first before I talk with her, because I should know where my wife is right as an adult. I should fully know that this is a charged situation, that this is a situation that I am not equipped for. And because I'm not equipped for it, I should take preventative measures to secure myself spiritually for this encounter with this being who has my number and can pull the thread on my sweater with it and unravel me. I had this, fortunately I talked with this YouTube viewer, you know who you are out there today, and we were talking, and it wasn't until 45 minutes into it, dude, that I was telling him what was going on, that I was like, oh my God, like, dude, oh wow, that's what's going on. Dang, darn. I really wanted to be a victim, dude. I wanted to be a victim so hard, dude. I'm not a victim, dude. I'm a perpetrator. I'm a perpetrator of my own demise, dude. Nobody else to blame but myself. Anyway, I don't know, dude. Maybe it's all gonna be okay. I think it has to be, because like I said the other day, the real warfare is not outside, it's inside, and it's occurring in our living rooms. And can we heal the rift with our own people, man? And it's, dude, I think about how hard it is to interact amongst our little tribe, our little 4-pack and the cat. How hard it is, dude. You throw in parents on top of that, like the grandparents, like, it's this moving jigsaw puzzle. It's so gnarly, dude. None of the pieces really fit that well. You're trying to ram the pieces together, dude. When maybe they don't have to fit together. Maybe that's part of the thing, dude. It's so gnarly to like these things, dude. And right, like, Pastor Tony will tell me, dude, Pastor Tony, I hope you send me an email. Dude, your emails help me so much, man. There's Pastor Tony views this and always sends me emails, especially when it involves me and my stepdaughter, dude. Anyone who's a step parent, dude, this is probably the harder than the actual raising of said child, because like this stepdaughter requires this whole extra level of love and understanding and empathy that really you gotta dig deep for, dude. That's not natural, in the sense of like, I don't know where to look for it within inside of myself. I really have to just I struggle with it so hard. And that's, it causes this thing with her mom, because she doesn't understand my struggle. It doesn't make sense to her because she doesn't have the struggle, dude. Like, to her, it's her daughter. Like, what struggle? Like, struggle. Only a step parent knows, right? If you're a step parent, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not a step parent, you might be like, dude, what's your problem, dude? And if you don't have any kids at all, you're like, you already stopped watching this video a while back. Anyways, The Illusion signing off from here on Spaceship Earth.